Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through articles, research, all sorts of notes, really, to pull out the key insights for you. It's kind of funny how we talk about money.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's all out in the open, investments, deals, complaining about prices, that kind of thing.
Right.
But then, when it comes to our closest relationships, suddenly money gets, well, weird. It's like this big secret. Or worse, it becomes a weapon in
Yeah,
arguments.
it's really loaded, doesn't it?
Totally. It feels like walking on eggshells sometimes. So today we're diving into exactly that, the hidden cost of money arguments in relationships.
Okay.
We want to unpack why these fights cut so deep, get into the real reasons behind them, which often aren't just about the dollars, and, importantly, show how these conflicts could actually be chances to grow closer. This is for you, to give you some quick, valuable takeaways.
And it's such a universal thing, really. I mean, everyone deals with this on some level, whether you're just starting out with someone or been married for years.
Yeah.
Understand this whole financial harmony piece. Well, it's pretty fundamental for just general well-being and definitely for relationship health. It's about building something solid together.
Okay, so let's jump right in. We usually think money arguments are, well, about money, right? Like the credit card bill is too high or savings aren't growing fast enough.
It's the common assumption, yeah.
But the sources we looked at suggest it's usually deeper than that. What's really going on underneath?
Well, that's the key insight, really. These arguments, they're fundamentally about things like our core values, our habits, our deep-seated emotions, not just the pounds and pence or dollars and cents.
So the money is just the symptom.
Pretty much. It's like a stand-in for these bigger underlying issues. It's almost never just about the specific amount. It's about what that money represents to each person involved. It's like we project our hopes and fears onto it.
Right. And there's a great example of this. Think about one partner who's, really focused on saving for the future, maybe planning for a house deposit, retirement, carefully putting money aside.
Okay, the long-term planner.
Exactly. Their focus is security down the road. But then the other partner might be more about enjoying life now. Travel, nice meals out, maybe the latest gadget, living in the present.
So different priorities entirely.
Totally. So when that credit card bill lands, it stops being just numbers on a page. It becomes, like the source said, a battle between two lifestyles. A clash between saving for tomorrow and living for today.
And that really gets to the heart of why it feels so intense. These aren't just casual preferences. They often link back to really deeply held beliefs about security, about what brings happiness, what freedom means. For one person, security might be a big bank balance. For the other, it might be making memories now. So when those core beliefs clash over a budget line, it's way more than just a disagreement about cash. It feels personal.
Which leads to this next point, and honestly, this one was quite startling.
Okay.
We often think, the big relationship killers are cheating or maybe communication just completely breaking down.
Yeah, those are the usual suspects.
But the research actually points somewhere else for the #1 predictor of divorce. Can you believe it?
Wow, number one. What is it?
Money arguments.
Really? Ahead of infidelity.
Ahead of infidelity, ahead of poor communication, even disagreements over kids, apparently. It's striking.
That is striking. And you can sort of see why, when you connect it back to what we were just saying, it's that emotional weight.
Explain that a bit more. Why does it hit so hard?
Well, think about it. If you feel like your partner doesn't respect the hard work you put in, or maybe they seem careless with savings you're both counting on, it just cuts deeper than the actual amount spent or not saved.
Because it's not about the 50 quid, is it?
Exactly. It feels personal, like a disregard for your effort, maybe for your shared future, for your values. It chips away at trust, at that feeling of being a team. And that's fundamental.
That really reframes it, doesn't it? It's not just bickering over bills. It can feel like a fundamental disconnect, like maybe you're not even aiming for the same things anymore.
You start questioning that core partnership. Are we aligned? Do they get me?
And that constant friction, argument after argument, especially if you never get to the root cause.
It just erodes everything, like water on stone. It wears down the intimacy, the connection. It really highlights why you have to dig deeper than just the surface money stuff. Otherwise, that gap just gets wider and wider.
Okay, but here's where it gets interesting, maybe even a bit hopeful. The sources talk about a twist.
Ah, the twist. I like a twist.
Right. These same arguments, as painful as they are, can actually be, and this is the phrase used, a doorway to growth.
Okay, so not just destructive, but potentially constructive.
Exactly. It's about flipping the script almost, seeing the conflict not just as a problem, but as an opportunity to understand each other way better on a much deeper level.
Which means changing the approach, right? So instead of, like, you always spend too much, which just causes defensiveness.
Yeah, puts the walls straight up.
The suggestion is to ask something more open, like, what does money actually mean to you?
That sounds simple, but I can see how that would change the conversation.
Totally. It opens the door. It
Yeah.
invites vulnerability, makes it safer to talk about those underlying values, those fears, those hopes we mentioned, instead of just reacting to the spending itself.
And the examples they give are so relatable, like that daily coffee purchase.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not really about the $6 or whatever it costs. Maybe it's about a moment of self-care for someone feeling stressed out.
A small treat, a pause in the day. Makes sense.
Or the flip side, someone who seems really, really tight with money maybe refuses to buy new clothes.
Okay, the stingy partner.
Right. But maybe it's not actually stinginess. Maybe it's driven by a deep fear of financial insecurity, perhaps from something in their past. It's about what the lack of spending represents to them.
Ah, okay. So understanding the why behind the action.
Exactly.
And when you uncover those hidden meanings, that's where empathy comes in, isn't it? You start to see why your partner acts the way they do around money.
You see the person behind the behavior.
Precisely. And that lets you connect on that deeper, more vulnerable level.
Yeah.
You move past just complaining about habits and start understanding needs and fears. It builds the bond instead of breaking it.
Which brings us to this really powerful shift in perspective, moving away from seeing money as like a scoreboard.
Keeping track. Wins and losses?
Yeah, who spent what, who saved more. Instead, seeing it as a shared tool for building dreams.
I like that. A shared tool. That feels collaborative.
It's a total mindset shift, isn't it? From your money versus my money to...
Hey, our money, our future. Yeah. It emphasizes working together, using finances collectively to reach shared goals.
Whatever those goals are. A house, travel, kids' education.
Right. It's about being a team, using this resource money to build the life you both want together. It creates that shared story.
So practical advice then. When an argument does start brewing, because let's be real, it probably will.
Life happens, yeah.
There's this great little mantra. Pause, breathe, and remember, money isn't the enemy. Misunderstanding is.
Ooh, that's good. Pause, breathe. Misunderstanding is the enemy.
Yeah. It's a reminder to step back, take a breath, and realize the real issue isn't the bank balance, it's the gap in understanding each other.
And that really sums up the ultimate aim, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Financial harmony, as the sources put it, isn't about being rich. It's about being rich together.
Rich together, not just financially, but...
Exactly. In understanding, in shared goals, in feeling like a unified team with your finances. That's where the real relationship wealth comes from. Building that life where you both feel secure, respected, and aligned, that's abundance.
Wow. Okay, so let's quickly recap. Money arguments, rarely just about money. They're windows into our values, our emotions, our histories even.
Deep stuff.
But, and this is the helpful part, by asking better questions. Shifting from blame to curiosity. Seeing money as that shared tool. These fights can actually make a relationship stronger, deeper trust, better understanding.
It all comes back to tackling the misunderstanding, not the money itself.
Right. Misunderstanding is the real roadblock.
So, maybe a final thought for you, listening right now. Thinking about your own life, your own relationship with money, or maybe discussions you have. What stands out for you from this? Are there maybe hidden meanings behind some of your own financial habits or those of people close to you? Can you start to look past the numbers and see the values, maybe the fears, the dreams driving those choices? Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today. We really hope it gives you some fresh perspective and maybe helps navigate those tricky money conversations. Keep exploring, and we'll catch you next time.